You're not an overthinker. Your brain is running a survival algorithm that hasn't been updated in about 10,000 years. It was built for lions, cliffs, poisonous berries, not unanswered texts or emails from your boss at 10 p.m. So when you start spiraling, it's not because you're weak. It's because ancient software is trying to solve modern problems. Here's the wild part. Your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, fires 80 milliseconds before you're even aware of a thought, meaning your brain reacts before you think. Stay with me for 7 minutes and I'll show you how to reprogram that outdated survival algorithm into something that actually works in 2025. Section 1. The brain's error detector. Too sensitive, not broken. Overthinking begins with a prediction system that is too sensitive, not broken. Your brain hates uncertainty even more than it hates danger, and that's called the negativity bias. It gives more weight to potential threats than to anything good. So what does your mind do? It fills in the blanks with worst-case scenarios. Not because you're dramatic, but because your brain thinks predicting disaster equals keeping you alive. Tool number 1. The uncertainty statement. When you feel the spiral starting, say, "This is uncertainty, not danger." This single sentence lowers amygdala activation and brings your prefrontal cortex, your logic center, back online. Section 2. Thought stacking. Why one thought becomes 30. Overthinking almost never starts with one thought. It starts with thought stacking. One worry activates another, then another. This is called associative activation. When one neuron fires, it pulls every related fear with it. It's like clicking one video and suddenly falling into a 3-hour YouTube rabbit hole. But inside your head. Tool number 2. The interrupt cue. Choose one phrase that cuts the chain. Pause. Not useful. One thought at a time. It's not about stopping thoughts. It's about breaking the chain reaction before it builds momentum. Section 3. The brain-body feedback loop. Here's the part nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't just generate thoughts. It reads your body like a sensor. Tight chest? The brain says, danger. Racing heart? The brain says, run. This creates a loop. The body feels stress. The brain creates anxious thoughts to explain the stress. More stress? Science calls this interoception, the brain's interpretation of internal signals. Tool number 3. The 30-second downshift. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. This changes the signal the brain receives. Calm body, calm thoughts. Section 4. Cognitive bandwidth. The real culprit behind mental noise. You don't have a thinking problem. You have a bandwidth problem. When your working memory overloads, your brain just loops the same thought. Not because it's meaningful, but because it literally can't process any more information. Science calls this Cowan's law. Working memory holds about 3 to 5 items max. That's why everything feels too much. Tool number 4. The brain dump. Write down every single thing on your mind. It frees up working memory instantly. Think of it as giving your brain extra storage space. Section 5. Overcontrol. The hidden habit that fuels overthinking. Overthinkers aren't indecisive. They're over-controlling. Your brain believes, if I think through every possibility, I won't get hurt. But this backfires. It increases stress, decreases clarity, and makes you feel responsible for things you never controlled in the first place. Psychologists call this experiential avoidance, trying to avoid discomfort by overthinking. Tool number 5. The surrender question. Ask, what part of this is actually in my control? Circle only the items that truly are. Everything else? Release. Your brain isn't meant to manage the universe. Section 6. Cognitive distance, the mental zoom out skill. You don't need fewer thoughts. You need distance from them. Psychological distancing reduces emotional intensity by up to 40%. Think of it like switching from being inside the storm to watching the storm from a window. Tool number 6, the observer line. Imagine a line between me and my thoughts. Then say, I am the observer, not the narrator. That space gives you control. Section 7, the nervous system reset rule. Here's the truth. You can't think your way out of overthinking. You must calm the system first. Clarity only happens in parasympathetic mode, the body's rest and reset state. Tool number 7, the 60-second sensory reset. Focus on one sound, one temperature, one color, one sensation. This shifts your brain from story mode to sensory mode. Instant calm. Section 8, The upgrade, thought skills, you should have been taught at 12. Let's bring it all together. You learned how to update your mental software using the uncertainty statement, the interrupt queue, the body-to-brain downshift, the brain dump, the control filter, the observer line, the sensory reset. You weren't born an overthinker. You were shaped by an ancient brain, a stressful world, and zero instructions. But now you have the manual. Overthinking isn't a personality, then it's a skill gap you're finally filling. If this helps you, subscribe. We're upgrading your mental software one tool at a time.